Good, beautiful morning, everybody. We're going to sit back and relax and take a little time and give everybody a chance to come on live. Today, I have with me the energy of the Ascended. And they want to talk about the concept of purifying your heart. And it's a very interesting thing, this concept of purification. And we'll get into that a little bit more. Good morning, Terry. Good to see you. Glad you could join me here today. Hi, guys. Good morning, Hilda. Good to see you. Good morning, lovely last sis. Beautiful. Hi, Gry. Good to see you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Drusilla. Hey, no worries, Drusilla. I'm glad you're here today. Hi, Jacqueline. Good to see you. Yeah, we're just real fascinating time we're living in on this planet, and I'm really excited about what we're gonna experience today. You realize you have to make changes to change. You have to make changes to change, because changes only happen when you change. Yeah. It is a beautiful brand new day on planet Earth. It is Monday, November the 20th, 2023. I have with me the energy of a group called the Ascended, which is a collection of archangels and ascended masters. And it's very interesting. They wanted to talk about this concept of purifying your heart. And they said it should not be, the concept of purification should not have any form of religious affiliation, or that it's something that you have to do because you're not a good person. No, purifying the heart, they say, is about getting your heart. And in this context, your heart is also known as your subconscious mind. Your heart is known as your subconscious mind. Consider that when you hear what follows from this point forward. You have a conscious mind. It is aware of what your eyes physically see, what your ears physically hear. It's aware of the sensations of the body. Your conscious mind is aware of the thoughts that are stimulated in your mind by environmental circumstances or whatever you're choosing to dwell or focus upon. That is your conscious mind. And yes, Master Jesus talks about as a man, and when we're using the term man here, we're talking about the generic term for human beings. That as a man believeth in their heart, so are they. So this concept of the subconscious mind is what comes into play here. The subconscious mind is the repository of all of your experiences. From the moment your body was conceived in the womb, from the moment those two senses, those two cells of male and female came together, male and female made he, them, right? The minute male and female energy came together in the womb, it produced a living cell that was now going to replicate and diversify into many different cells. And this process goes on until the body is born, but during that time, the cells are alive. You know, there's a 17th century scientist by the name of Haeckel who talked about what the definition of consciousness is. And he said the definition of consciousness is the ability to receive a stimuli and the ability to respond thereto. In other words, something that can receive something from outside of itself and react or respond to it. That was a 17th century definition of consciousness. So you're receiving these words and these vibrations being transmitted to you right now. And you will respond to them. Your conscience, your mind, your analytical things, what you're thinking, feeling, and believing about what you're hearing is the consciousness that is you reacting and responding to the stimuli of these words. Your subconscious mind is where all of the stimuli, all of your experiences from this biological lifetime and from the generational lifetimes before you that are contained within the information your body has stored in it from your mother and father, as well as the variety of lifetimes that you may have experienced prior to coming into the body through which you are hearing these words right now. This repository of information and experience, your subconscious mind, is your heart. And what you keep in your heart, you will keep in your life. Thoughts, memories, emotions, these elements of consciousness can affect and influence the behavior your body will perform, can produce conditions of health or dis-ease in this heart, your subconscious mind. So when we speak of the purification of the heart, we are speaking of your unconscious or subconscious mind, the place where all that you have been taught, every word, every memory, every moment of your experience is stored in there. What you think and feel and believe about yourself, about your life, what will happen, what will not happen, is in this area of the subconscious mind. Purification, then, is to establish or to reorganize that information in such a fashion that that information produces effects in your life that are beneficial to you and those around you. Purification is being able to remove, transform, transmute information and memory so that it is effectively utilized and not detrimentally utilized from your conscious mind, as your conscious mind draws upon this vast, almost infinite reservoir of information in order for you to generate functions of your behavior in this world, and that these functions of behavior create effects in your life, the emotions, the memories, and the thoughts that you hold in your heart, that these are the elements of creation that you have to work with. So to purify your heart is to go inside, to relinquish, to surrender, to forgive, to let go of the elements of information and memory and emotion stored in your heart, what you believe to be true. And what you believe to be true may not be true to believe, but what you believe will be true. To alter and change your heart is to alter and change your beliefs. And in so doing, the effects of the conditions in your life will undergo a corresponding change. For when you change a belief, you will change your heart. And when you change your heart, the actions your body is capable of performing, the information and ideas you're able to utilize and access change. And therefore, what you will do or not do will change accordingly. The statement, as you believe in your heart, so it shall be, and so it is. It becomes very important then to understand that from the perspective of your conscious mind, you can begin to evaluate the thoughts and the memories and the emotions and the way you allow them to affect and influence you in terms of your behavior, your words, your choices. And we're simply here to say that this process of purification requires that you be willing to take a concerted amount of effort every day to evaluate what thoughts are coming up to you from your heart. Many of you go to sleep or attempt to go to sleep at night. That is to put your body into a place of rest and regeneration. And you will find as you go to do that, you have this thing called information, which is your heart, your subconscious mind, babbling away at you. And many of you have this babbling away at you all day. Your heart is uncontrolled. It is not pure in the sense that the thoughts and the emotions that are there are ungoverned. And your heart is out of control, and you do not know what to do. And we are here to simply say to you that it is not that you do not know or do not have the capability to know what to do, but that you must understand that the relationship you have with the information in your mind is one that your mind by nature is designed to follow your instruction. Your mind by nature is designed to follow your instruction. The process of purification, especially when the mind is most active and you are aware that there are disturbing memories and disturbing thoughts and disturbing emotions that may be prevalent in your consciousness throughout the day, or even in the early hours of your awakening, or the late hours of your preparing to put the body at rest, that you may become very aware that there's all of this stuff going on in your heart, your subconscious mind. And it is at those points where you are aware of what is going on in the subconscious mind, this is the place and the time where you can begin the process of purification, to remove or release from your mind that which does not serve you, to consider and bring into your mind ideas and thoughts that would serve you. Purification does not require that you dress in special robes or prepare in a special way, but that you simply prepare, that you sit down, you lie down, you commune, you observe, you pay attention to the nature and quality of the thoughts and information going through your mind, that you might be able to then begin to evaluate what the world has given you. And if that information that the world has given you is of value, if it is of value, then keep it in your heart. But if it is of confusion and fear and doubt and guilt and shame, release it from your heart. Do not carry those impurities of suffering into your next moments or your next days or your next years or your next lifetimes. But the function of purification falls within the realm of your ability to interact with that information in such a fashion as to be able to sort one thing from another, say, this belongs within me and this does not belong within me. How to release thoughts, how to release emotions then becomes very important, to learn to teach yourself the skill of how to release thoughts from your mind and release emotions from your body, that your heart can then be made pure by your own good mind, your own clarity, your own understanding of this fearful thought is not what I wish to keep inside my mind. I'm going to release this thought. And you may choose to release a thought. You can choose to release an emotion. There are functions that are well established through many tens of thousands of years and hundreds of different civilizations that have demonstrated this process of purification from individual to individual has certain universal similarities, in that your body and your mind are simply instruments that you utilize in your function of creation. And we simply came here today to be brief in this matter, that you might have at least the understanding that you are not your thoughts, that you are the keeper of your own heart. None may keep your heart but you. None may keep your heart but you. And how will you keep your heart? How will you keep the rooms of your temple? It becomes very important to consider this, that you are the keeper of your heart. And what you keep in your heart lives in your world, with you, around you, as the people, the events, and the circumstances that you experience on a moment-to-moment basis. And you as the keeper of your heart may change its contents, it is not as difficult as you may be led to believe that there is some mysterious complexity to your emotions and your thoughts. There is no mysterious complexity as to your thoughts and emotion. There is no mysterious complexity as to how thoughts and emotions arrived in your heart. From the moment of conception, information was being given to your heart, over which you came in trust that those that you would come into the lives of would place in your heart that which is good and righteous and true and just. Unfortunately, that is not what has happened with many of you, that the environment has offered you the gift as you arrived in this world from the womb. It offered you the gift of fear and judgment, and this is not always the case, but what we are observing on the planet you're creating now is that this appears to be the case, that more suffering is prevalent than not. Which means what is being placed in your heart is of suffering. And so from that moment of conception to the moment that you are hearing these words, many things were offered to you. In the beginning stages, what you call your biological ages, from 0 to age 7, much was placed in your mind over which you had no authority or choice. Although you, in feeling the wrongness, you have these events in your life where there is rebellion, because there's an aspect of you that knows that some of what you are receiving is not in alignment with a good heart. And we speak not of the heart of the physical body, but the heart of your subconscious mind, the place where you keep the storehouse of experience and information from which you draw upon to create your life, to manufacture the changes you want to experience. And so this place of information, before you became aware enough to start to evaluate what thoughts were being given to you and whether you would accept them or not, by the time you were of that age of 7, most of the information that was given to you poured into your subconscious mind without evaluation began to work its effects upon you, predisposing you to what you would say and what you would do, the events and circumstances you would surround or engage in. The people, the places, the things that would occur were established in those early years. What was placed in your heart, you are experiencing now as your life. And yet, in any moment, you can begin the process of purifying the heart, changing what is in your mind, that you can begin to become the caretaker and the governor of your own life. That you may be in the position where you may articulate very precise and specific changes over what is occurring around you. But this requires that you be willing to go within to where your heart is, to that place where you encounter thoughts, memories, and emotions that may not be so pleasant, but which have an effect on your life. But you may go into these places. You may know of it in some of your mythological teachings as going through the valley of the shadow of death. Going through the valley of the shadow of death, the place where information in your subconscious mind may not be so pleasant and may not be so pure. And you must go into that place and be willing to change, to alter, to remove from your heart, your subconscious mind, those elements of consciousness and energy that do not serve you in love's function. To relinquish fear from your mind and body, not to suppress it, not to deny it, not to delay it, but to transform it. To transform it. For it is within your power to change your heart, your subconscious mind. It is well within the scope of your ability at any age to change your heart. At any age, you have the power and authority to assert change over your heart. And this change over your heart must be deliberate, clear, and intentional on your part, that you shall decide, I shall release myself from fear, and I shall release myself from anger, and I shall release these qualities from my heart that were given to me by this world, that I might restore love to my heart and its function in my life. This you may do at any age if you understand what we are saying, that you are the guardian of your own heart, your own thoughts, your own memories, and how they will influence and affect your process of creating the experience of your life in this dimension of time and space. The valley of the shadow of death is the place, the repository within your own mind, your subconscious mind, where ideas and information that are detrimental to your well-being, to your creative process, thoughts, memories, and emotions that were very difficult and challenging for you to understand, comprehend, or even consider. And so you simply left them alone. But you must go there. You must go into that place knowing that you are capable and able to affect and alter and change emotional qualities and predispositions that your heart has been given from the moment of conception to this present, that even from lifetimes of experience, you may alter and change qualities of emotion from other lifetimes that are stored in this subconscious mind, your heart. Understanding this, what fear could you possibly have if you understand that you are the rod and the staff by which you can change what is in your heart? When your heart is illuminated by love, when you illuminate your heart with ideas and information, beliefs, considerations that represent more closely what your envisionment of love would be for your life, then you will have more than enough understanding of how to apply your love to your heart, to change your beliefs in your mind, in your subconscious mind. Let that which is in heaven be established on earth, is to say that you as a soul, as an awareness, which are not a physical entity, but which functions through a physical mechanism, that you of heaven may bring that which you possess in heaven to your earth, to your subconscious mind, which causes all functions of behavior in this world. And so you find yourself bringing your vision of love, of compassion, of goodness, of kindness into your own mind, for you shall do and give to the world what is in your heart. And if what is in your heart is good, then what you shall do and be will be good. And what is in your heart is not so good, then what you will do and be will be not so good. But all of the experiences that are measured upon you by the experiences you have in this world are based upon what is in your heart. Any one of you, even those of you on the battlefields, what you are doing is what is in your heart. And you did not choose that necessarily. Again, from that place of open receptivity where you simply accepted and adopted the beliefs of others without question. Much of what you may be doing comes from them and not from what you would have chosen yourself, were you in the position to evaluate what it is you were being offered. And so we say to you, evaluate what is being offered now. Evaluate what you have received and decide if you wish to keep it or not. If they tell you that you should judge your neighbor because of their skin, if they tell you that you should be against them because their way of thinking and being is different than yours, if they tell you to do these things, do not accept that. You must decide, what is love's function in your life? You must decide this. You can decide this. It gets much easier as you recognize that you are the keeper of the temple in which you live, that body that is hearing these words right now. It is not any longer, if you are hearing these words, it is not any longer the responsibility of your father or mother, nor the responsibility of your leaders or your governments to keep your heart for you, to keep it pure and safe for you. That is your duty, to mind your own thinking, to mind your own heart, to not hope that one might alleviate you from suffering, but one who would show you the way to alleviate yourself from suffering. Listen to them. One that would show you the way that you may alleviate your own suffering. Listen to them, that you might be free yourself of suffering, that you might free yourself of that which may be currently imprisoning you to itself. This concept of purifying your heart is one of recognizing the distinction between what you are as a spiritual entity, a consciousness, here to experience creation in a physical existence, and what this repository of information that you've acquired from your experiences in this creation, that you can alter and change your heart, the information you've acquired, its nuances, and the way in which you would allow that information to impact or affect or govern your actions. Purifying your heart is not a difficult process once you understand how to do it yourself, how to gain access to that information that continually causes fear and anger, uncertainty, doubt, to gain access to that information and alter that information so that it serves you instead of enslaving you. So it is not that complex, this idea of purifying your heart. It is quite simple, understanding the distinction between your conscious mind, your awareness, and your subconscious mind, that place where the repository of information and memory and experience from which you draw your actions in this world to come from, and to be able to go into that place and to make the changes necessary to articulate the qualities of consciousness that you would love to see embodied in your world. What would you love to see embodied in your world? To then know how to bring into your heart that which you would like to see manifested as your experience, what you would choose to manifest as your experience. And if you are confused because your life is not as you would like it to be, it is simply because you have not understood how to gain access to this information and the process of purifying your heart, which leads to elements of understanding about the body and how to purify your body, elements of understanding about how to have peace in your mind to establish that you are the master of the house. But we now begin to move away from the core of the subject, which is to please understand that there is a place within you called your heart, the place that whatever belief you have in there, that belief shall be in your life, and that you may change the belief that you have within there, and you will change your life. It is that simple. The purification of the heart is the function of your consciousness deliberately interacting with your heart or your subconscious mind in such a fashion as to retrain or reorganize the information and experience there in such a fashion that it serves you, and it serves you well. This is all we came to say today. And for your time and your patience and your ears, we are grateful. For any grains or elements of truth that have reached your heart and in which you feel this is true and I feel it to be so, then that which is good in you, let it be greater. Give your light and your attention to that which is good, and let that which you give attention to grow in your life. Yes. So we shall take some questions now and consider that. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. This is it's been a busy morning today, doing some recording and getting some writing done and connecting with you guys now. And we got our first day of our Masterclass 102 Liberation, which deals in great detail with what the Ascended are saying about purifying the heart. Our 102 Masterclass is basically that, learning that process in very clear, meticulous practice in the simplest of ways possible. So I invite you again. The lessons will go on for the next 3 weeks, and I'm going to extend the deadline for signing up for the 102 Masterclass to tomorrow, as every single live event is recorded and stored upon a private group wall where you can review them at leisure according to your own schedule. So you have a couple more days to register for Masterclass 101, and if you use the coupon code Ascension, you'll get a 30% discount off the cost of the course. And again, I'm going to place up on the wall here for those of you that are on YouTube, the information. Use the discount code Ascension to get a 30% discount. It runs from Saturday, which was our orientation, right through until the 8th of December, when we complete this masterclass, the last one of this year. If you want to understand more about purifying your heart, your subconscious mind, then take this course. Suffering is only necessary if you do not know how to change your own mind or heart. In this case, they're talking about the subconscious mind, which is what Jesus refers to as your heart. When he says, as a man, as a person, believeth in their heart, so are they, so is their life. And the heart is the subconscious mind. Please understand that distinction so that you can begin to evaluate your own mind. But sign up for the course right now. You still got time to do that. Let's go over to comments here. Take that banner down. So yeah, if anybody needs to know where, again, WilliamMichaelForbes.com is my website. And you want to go to the shop and click on Masterclass 102 Liberation and use the coupon code Ascension to sign up for that course. So let's see what we got going on here. Questions. Well, I thought we saw one from, here we go. Oh, wow. Lots of questions coming out today. Jenny Justice, 7. Any advice or guidance for dealing with the energy of the public at work? How to balance the giving, taking, the neediness of the world? This is a great question and requires practice and patience. Your primary function, you well understand that the primary function of love is to be in a vibrational state that holds as its main focus the ability to bring people to a higher expression of themselves, that your interaction with people will lift them up slightly from where they are. The function of love is to bring individuals back into alignment to their true source, the life within them, what you will call, some of you, Yahweh or Jehovah or God or Christ or Buddha, whatever term you shall use for that state of divinity that represents the ultimate expression of goodness and righteousness in the world. So it is, again, upon a moment-by-moment basis that you must understand that the application of love has its own discernments, that the function of love that you would choose to emulate as your expression in this world is slightly different and varies from situation and circumstance according to the need of that situation and circumstance, which you must learn to evaluate. And it sounds to us like you are certainly getting the opportunities to assess what is truly needed from love here. What does love say? What does love do? Because the function of love is not simply the acceptance of the behavior of others, it's the understanding. Love understands function. Love understands truth. It understands deceptiveness. It understands how to react and respond to such things from itself without the impingements of criticism and judgment that are designed to inflict pain, but rather to apply knowledge and wisdom, to offer knowledge and wisdom to those that need it in order that they may come to a higher conclusion of life and an expression of themselves. Wow. Thank you, Jenny. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it is kind of a moment-to-moment thing. Oh, hello, Sunflower. Hello, Mary. Good to see you. Mary's saying here, we're being asked to go into our heart. It's also a portal. Yes, it is. That's very true, Mary. The heart is where you can shape and form the consciousness and the experiences that you're going to have in this lifetime and many lifetimes to come. Whether you can move from different dimensions through the heart too. If you get into an alignment of love, the beings and the energy you connect to through the heart change. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Mary. It's wonderful. Someone's saying here, someone's asking, is the live glitching for everyone else, or is it on my own end? Glitching, you mean glitching. I thought you meant kind of like the glitching that is actually going on around us. There's actual glitches where people are becoming frozen in time and seeing two things in the sky at once. It's very fascinating. We are in a creative modality. We are literally bearing witness to creation happening very rapidly around us. We're seeing the collective unconsciousness of humanity producing experiences with such an intensity that as we've never seen before, at least not in the last 72,000 years, right? When Atlantis and Lemuria and Eden fell, much of the real old wisdom of how to heal your consciousness, how to go into this world differently was lost. But I'm told that it's being brought back. Good morning. Someone's saying, Jackie's saying, I'm working on taking back my mind instead of letting it run wildly. Good for you, Jackie. That's so important. A lot of people don't know that your mind is not who you are. Your mind is a collection of information acquired from your world experiences and the information you've acquired from this lifetime. Your mind is all that information stimulated and activated by what the world is doing and how you're interacting with that information. And at any time, they tell me at any time, you can easily and readily alter and change what your mind is thinking and alter and change the nature and the quality of the emotions that the mind generates. In other words, you do not have to believe that you can't control your mind. That's just not being properly trained in how you actually learn to teach your mind to be still, to teach your body to relax. They're very simple things they give us to learn how to get your mind quiet, calm, and peaceful. It's a beautiful thing when you can do that. So I'm really happy for you, Jackie. Continue with that. Because your mind, the thoughts in your mind are not you. That's the information you've acquired. The emotions that you have in your body are the emotions that are connected to the experiences that your body remembers having. Because the body remembers experiences differently than the mind remembers information. But the two of them go together. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are an awareness. Good morning, Brianne. Good to see you. Hi, guys. Hi. Pussy Farts is saying imagination. Yes, imagination is one of your natural spiritual gifts. Everybody has that. Imagination is a function of creation. Just scrolling down here. Again, if the live is glitching, it might be because the internet where I am may not be as stable as it is in Canada. Someone's saying, am I related to Scott and Chrissy? No, I'm not related to Scott and Chrissy. Scott and Chrissy. I know a Scott and I know a Chrissy, but I don't think that they're even connected to each other. And I'm not. Ultimately, we're all related to each other. Ultimately, we are all related to each other by spirit. Spirit binds us all into a union of consciousness. Biology and mind give us individuality that allows us to have the illusion of separation from each other. But we are all bound by spirit. The saint, the sinner, the rich man, the poor man, though the flesh gives you the illusion of something different, we are all one in the essence of what we truly are. And in that truth, you can come to a different understanding of compassion and appreciation. Someone saying, sorry, my cousins are Scott and Chrissy Forbes. Oh yeah, no. I'm a different Forbes. Yes, we are one. So glad you said that. We don't have many people today, and that's okay. I don't mind. I actually need to get prepared for another event today. I'm going to go over here. Hi, Kira. Good to see you. Hi, Leslie. So grateful. Yeah, good conversation going here on YouTube. That's wonderful. Question from Amanda. Thank you for the super chat, Amanda. I feel I am going to get through this fear I have, but is there anything from my guides I need to hear? Yes. Meet thine enemies with love. Let us explain what we mean by this. Many of you have been taught that when you are in fear that you should be in fear. But no, fear is a function in your heart that does not serve you. Stand fast against your fear in love's way. Stand fast against your fear in love's way, that you might be free. I'm gonna paraphrase here. So whenever you're feeling that fear coming up, Amanda, be present with the fear, feel it, and then to the fear simply communicate, I will take care of you, even if I don't understand you. Those words, I will take care of you, even if I don't understand you. It's not important what you fear, but if you change the energy of fear, then what you fear will be changed, because the energy of fear is no longer the same to sustain the manifestation that it's connected to. As every manifestation in our lives has an emotion connected to it. When you change the emotion in your own system, you're going to change the events and circumstances in the world around you. So I'm really happy for you, Amanda. Congratulations. Yeah, please utilize that. And I again, sending you much love wherever you are. For those of you that are asking, yes, I do private readings. There is so much information. People will ask a single question, and I will get a massive stream of information about an individual. And I'm only going to be able to answer that one question because the time doesn't allow us to go into a full, deep, detailed reading. And it's not likely that some of you would want other people to know some of the information that can come through for you. That's why I encourage you to book a one-on-one reading with me. Again, go to click the Linktree link in my bio on TikTok, and you can get to any one of my sites or services from there, or just go right to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and book a reading and get 30% off until the 24th of this month. You can get half-hour, 1-hour readings, and you can check out some of the testimonials on my testimonials page and get a sense of what's happened and changed for other people that have experienced connecting to their guides and their angels through me. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Wada. I appreciate that you smiled. That's wonderful. Justin's asking, any messages from my grandmother? Justine. Just be patient. It's just be patient. It's coming. There's something that you've been expecting. It's coming. She says, just be patient. It's coming. There's this lattice. She wants you to take care of this lattice. There's these flowers. I'm seeing roses, but there's these roses growing up that she wants you to continue to take care of them, to really love them on. Don't let anybody, I know people have suggested taking them down. Don't do it. It's one of the things that she's very proud of. Whatever those roses represent. Good morning. Hi, guys. Hi, how about my fiance in 2024? I have something very important to do for my son. That's wonderful. I'm not sure if I tune into what your question is. Yeah. There's nothing there at this time for you. There's just nothing there. I'm not getting anything. But you have to release that anger that you've got. That anger that you've got smoldering inside you, you've got to let that go. Let it go. Let that go. And the thing you're most concerned about will be relieved from you in a good way. There'll be a resolution to it. But you've got to release that smoldering anger you've got going on inside of you. And you shall find the relief that you're seeking. Wow. Emotion organizes all of your affairs. Mary's saying, William's courses are just beyond transformation. Don't hesitate to join. Please take her word for it. They are absolutely amazing. And again, they're not my courses. These are courses that were given to me to teach. Me and my partner, Norma Jean, were given these courses. And we were told to allow the Ascended Masters to come and teach through us and our other instructors that are part of the program, so that their wisdom and knowledge come through me. I'm just literally the vehicle for the information. That's all I am. I'm just a vehicle, a messenger, so to speak, that provides an environment that allows this information to be presented to those that are ready to receive it and ready to live it and ready to be free of it. Hi, guys. Yes. Don't worry, guys. Yeah. So go to my website if you want to book a reading. WilliamMichaelForbes.com. Readings. So this has been glitching since the beginning. I don't know if is anybody else on TikTok. Brianne is saying that this is glitching. Tell me if this is glitching. If you're on TikTok, let me know if somebody else is seeing the glitching. We'll have to figure out why that's going on, how to correct that. Husband left me after 30 years. I cry every day. I want to send you much love, because it can be very difficult when that type of an event happens in our lives. Yes, you cry because of what you remember. You cry because of what you remember. It is time to embrace the considerations for new possibilities in your life. In that, you will begin to find relief. What are the new possibilities for your life? You have this beautiful space in your life for new and wonderful potentialities. And you are stuck and enmeshed in the memory of the past, which is no longer true in the present. For the past is no longer present, and so you are in a past present, which is why you weep, because you are so familiar with the presence of his space. And so you yearn for that space to be filled by his energy. But the time for change has arrived, and you have requested it. So turn to those tears inside you, that place where the ache is within you. Turn your attention there now. Turn your attention to that pain. Turn your attention to it. And speak these words to the pain within you. I am with you. I am willing to love you. I am willing to take care of you because I love you. Communicate thusly to your pain and feel its relief at your extension of love. Be willing to take care of the pain. Let it know you are willing to take care of it. Do this now and feel its relief begin, that you may recognize you have reached a point in your process of living in this world where you can create anew something new, exciting, and unfamiliar to you, which of course is where fear comes in when you are faced with the realization that you have to experience something different than what you know. There can be a lot of fear from the body, which is quite comfortable with familiar ways of things being. The body prefers to have things a certain way, but your soul needed this change. Your soul needed this change, that you might rise up in spirit higher to create a life more fulfilling to you than what you have had. Very, very wonderful opportunity for you. A very wonderful opportunity for you. Consider that possibility, that this is a very wonderful opportunity for you to experience new and wondrous potentials. Wow, thank you so much. Hi, guys. Okay, I got time for one more question, and I'm going to call it a morning. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I'm not given that information. No glitches on YouTube. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for letting me know that. No separation. We are one. Listra. Listra's asking, will my dog be 100% healed and have zero toxicity? Yes, as long as the process vibrationally offer your dog that intention. Be the intention that your dog think these words and give their energy to your beautiful friend. His body is being restored to perfect vibrational health. Let that be the mechanism to generate and create the energy that would give him the health that you would offer him. That his body is being restored to perfect physical and vital health. Every cell, every nerve, every organ, every gland in his body is being restored to perfect physical health. Let that be the thought form that imparts the energy that would do such upon him. And do so in that fashion. Once it is done, it is done. Wow, thank you, Listra. Hello, Victorious. Good to see you this morning. One more question from TikTok, and then that will be it for today. Oh, hang on. No, we got one more question coming up here. Don't worry. Yolanda, stay there. We're going to get you in a second. Maria is asking, is my soulmate coming? Are you ready to receive it? Do you feel ready to receive? You want it, but wanting is different than being ready to receive. If you are ready to receive, then it shall be granted to you. But if you are wanting it, you are not in a place to receive it. You are simply in a place of wanting it. So are you ready to receive? Then say, yes, I'm ready to receive. Thank goodness I'm ready to receive. You must feel that you are ready to receive, not wanting. Go from wanting to the readiness of receiving, and you shall receive. You've been asking for a long time. You've been waiting for a long time, but you have not been ready to receive. You must be ready to receive. Last question of this morning, guys. From Yolanda, my body is experiencing severe anxiety due to circumstances, but maybe also spiritual things going on. Thank you so much. So I'm hearing you say, Yolanda, is you don't know how to manage the anxiety that your body's in right now. So I'm going to just ask you to take a slow, deep breath and relax the body. And as the body relaxes when you exhale, become very aware. I also know that you're also part of the 102 Masterclass. And this whole 3 weeks is about releasing all those emotions. So I'm really grateful that you're part of the program. But for now, just lean back, relax the body. As the body relaxes with your breath, become aware of the anxiety. Like, become aware of where you feel it in your body. And then to the anxiety, speak these words. I am here to love you and take care of you. Communicate that thought to the anxiety slowly and meaningfully. I am here to love you and take care of you. Communicate that thought into your anxiety and watch what happens to it. When you communicate to it, I am here to love you and take care of you. And just repeat that very gently into the anxiety. that you're feeling in the body. And notice what the anxiety begins to do. Just use that thought form. I am here to love you and take care of you. And very deliciously and meaningfully communicate that thought into your anxiety, and you'll begin to feel it start to calm and release because you're giving it a new energy. See, emotion is just energy in motion. It can't be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one state to another. So she gives her anxiety the energy of love, which is I'm here to love you and take care of you. Those thoughts create an energy. That energy goes into the anxiety and changes it. Like adding a warm water to cold water, you change the temperature of the water you pour the warm into. In this case, she's putting the vibrational energy of love in the form of that thought. I'm here to love you and take care of you into the anxiety. And that movement of energy from her conscious mind into the anxiety affects a change in the energy of the anxiety. And I hope that's understandable for everybody that's listening right now. And I want to wish you all much love. And again, you have until tomorrow to sign up for Masterclass 102. Remember, every live event that's happened, there was one yesterday, there'll be one today at 4 p.m. Every live event is recorded and stored upon a private group wall where any of the registered applicants can observe and review any of the experiences and information that has happened that they think they may have missed. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. And yes, please do go book a reading with me at my website, williammichaelforbes.com. Readings. All products and services that are listed on my website have a 30% coupon discount. Use the coupon code Ascension. Use the coupon code Ascension to get the discount. Much love, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye for now.